Hey all, this is a love reading for Sagittarius for December 2018. Happy birthday again, Sagittarians. I thank you for checking the reading out, for liking and subscribing if you haven't. If you do, welcome Lunartics. You don't have to go, baby. I'll quiet down. You don't have to go. Good. So, let's go ahead and get started. I am feeling a little bit nosy anyway, Sagittarians. Let's see what's going on in your love lives. Your love lives. This is a happy birthday gift reading for you, Sagittarians. The only other love reading went to Libra, just in case you're checking other signs. You have the Knight of Wands reversed showing up immediately. That is a card that I do associate with you, Sagittarius. This is your current energy. Let's see what else I needed to make sure to say to you before we jump into the reading. Oh, so Sagittarius may be it is a happy birthday reading, but Sagittarius may be your sun, moon, rising, Mars or Venus, or any other placement of yours, or you may just be drawn to Sagittarian energy. Of course, you know, these readings sometimes benefit the cross-watcher as well, someone who's just interested in a Sagittarius. So let's look at your past. So some of you specifically are feeling a little alienated and like you would like to take flight from your current situation because of an Aquarius, specifically regarding your love life with the Star card reversed here. I'd say an Aquarius that you are missing currently, right? And it may be that as you're feeling alienated and like you'd like to take flight to get away from the situation, it may be that people around you, energies around you, see you, receive you as being a little unreliable currently. Now, if it's not an Aquarius energy around you, then there's just been a situation in your love life in the recent past that has made you feel hopeless, like you need to seek divine light and guidance. Maybe like you didn't get something that you were wishing for. Let's look at your, let's look at what's going on beneath the surface of this. Let's see for you, first of all. King of Pentacles. So it actually looks like you may have an earth sign on your mind now. Some of you, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Or with the King of Pentacles showing up, it can just be your energy, that you're hoping to be in a family, that you're hoping to get your resources in order to do so. This is a practical energy that is known to serve the community. Again, an earthy energy. Someone well off, someone very wealthy in more ways than one. Let's go ahead and see who you're dealing with, if there's someone you're dealing with, who that is. Like I said, if it's not an Aquarius energy, then it's certainly a situation that left you feeling burdened. And what you're dealing with right now is either taking a break from this person or situation, or just sort of collapsing under the weight of it all and being forced to take a break. So it's kind of either a chosen break or one that just happens. either way, it's time to relax, and there has been a weight lifted. But I definitely do see some despair here in the recent past, you know, with the Star card reversed. Maybe over an Aquarian, but maybe just despair of any type that's left you in this place where, like I said, you're wanting to just get away from the situation in general. And as I said, you know, people are perceiving you as unreliable. Perhaps for some of you, because you're going through this currently, or because some of you actually are just taking off and getting away. But again, beneath the surface, you are well off. You are secure. You are this family and community type of energy who can manage their own energy and their own resources well. But you can manage resources well for a lot of other people too. And this is a very reliable energy. So it's like, it's not really you. It's not really in your nature. It's just the situation that you're going through currently. You also, some of you have the means, the money, the resources to go ahead and actually take flight, take off, get away. And that's beneath the surface. I'm definitely getting some confirmation about that. I'm definitely talking to some Sagittarians who are going to take off. Yes, confirmation. Yeah, some of you are going to just take off and get away from all this, get away from this person, get away from this scene in general. And people aren't expecting it, because I think some of you are housing some wealth that not everyone knows about. You've squirreled away a little nest egg for traveling or for savings, and it, you know, or just such a situation where you just need to go. Now, this other person that you're dealing with, if there is someone else, it looks like they have a decision to make. The Two of Swords shows up for them as what's going on beneath the surface. A decision that I'm sure you all feel like needs to be made. And or they have some information regarding the situation that they're sort of peacefully armed with. Maybe something that they could enlighten you about, something that you're hoping to know about maybe. Let's see where this is headed. And we're headed toward the Four of Wands. Stable, secure, happy, comfortable home and family life. So whether this is with this person or with a new energy or just on your own, it definitely denotes the same type of security that I get from the King of Pentacles here. This, of course, is a partnership we see pictured here versus the King of Pentacles on his own. But I get that same stable, unshakable energy from these two things. And that may be what this message is about for you, Sagittarians. Beneath the surface, when you center, when you connect with what's below the despair that you are coming out of, it looks like that's in the past. Although some of you are looking to take off and see that Aquarian because he's headed right for her there. That's just for a few. But beneath any despair that's happened, you feel this sense of stability within self. You have this sense of security connected to who you are, who you truly are, not how everyone is seeing you right now, and what it is that you want and what you know that you can build. Not just that you have the resources to build, but that you know that you have the vision and the stamina to build. What you have the wealth to build, but not just in terms of money and material resources. What you have the emotional, spiritual, mental wealth that you've attained in order to build. And that's exactly what you're doing. Whomever you're heading and heading toward, taking off toward, that's exactly what you're heading toward. It's building what you know you can. And again, whether that's with this person, someone new, or just on your own, you want it and you are going to have it. Some of you are still thinking about an Aquarian from a while ago, and you're still feeling a sense of despair. And there is a message here with the Star card in reverse to say that this type of a healing, this is a healing that it needs to happen and is happening, that has been happening. And this type of a healing cannot be rushed. That's a message that always comes through with the Star card for me, especially in the reverse. It cannot be rushed, and don't rush a healing. Instill positive beliefs. And if you can't do that in yourself, then instill positive beliefs in others. Let's get one more future card for you. And the Seven of Wands. So it looks like the message I get immediately is that this Aquarian or whomever has left you in a state of despair and feeling again alienated and like you need to take flight and just get away from the situation, may come back. Someone may come back and try to disrupt this happy home, this picture. If there's someone, if there is someone new, there's so much fire energy here for you, Sagittarius. If there is someone new who makes you feel like the weight of the world has been lifted off your shoulders, or you meet someone new in the coming weeks of December, right? And you begin to build this stable, happy, comfortable home. Or even if you just meet yourself at a deeper level and you build a stable, comfortable, happy home with whomever you already live with, or just yourself, or just you and your pets, however that works out for you, that you feel this sense of stability within your home and family life, you may then find immediately afterward, maybe by the end of the month, maybe going into next year for some, that you have to stand up for it, that you have to defend it. And this is someone who has their emotions in check and is braced for opposition. So that doesn't always mean that you are defensive. Sometimes it just means that you are ready to defend what you've built, what you've worked for, what you've invested your wealth in. Again, your material, mental, and emotional and spiritual wealth as well. A dual message being that what this person that you're dealing with and when I say the person that you're dealing with, for some of you, I'm talking about the person who's taking a leave of absence from your life. For some of you, I'm talking about, a very few of you, I am talking about this new person who makes you feel like the weight of the world is off your shoulders. Whoever you feel like you are dealing with, whoever you would think is showing up in your current, this is who you're dealing with right now space, okay? Whether that's you or a new person or an old person, okay? That person has this decision, right? Again, some are just peacefully armed with knowledge that you would like to have. And I would guess that that is for those of you who are dealing with someone from the past, right? But most of you are dealing with someone else who has a significant decision. They sort of have this decision between taking off themselves the same way that you're thinking of doing, or building this stable, comfortable, happy home. Now, whether that's with you or not is different for each one of you, Sagittarians. We'll get clarifiers. It's not exactly clear whether or not that would be with you or with someone else. But many of you are dealing with someone who's got much the same options that you do. They're very similar to you, right? So they're thinking the same thing. Should I take off, or should I get grounded and establish myself a comfortable home here? And again, for some of you, that's with a new person who's not sure if they want to do that. You're not sure if you want to do that, it looks like currently. But it does look like that is what you are headed toward on the path that you are on now. Now, that's not to say that that is what they're headed toward. And this reading really isn't for them, right? Now we have 2 4s now. So 44 may be particularly significant for you And when I started recording this, it was 4:44. So I don't know why I noted that when I did, but definitely fours in general, 44, 444, may be particularly significant for you at this time. It may be worth looking up if that calls to you, or it just may be significant to you in your own way. But you do have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That's the other four we were looking at, encouraging you to go within, to meditate, to do some solemn contemplation and meditation regarding your situation, regarding your own decision. If you're not dealing with anyone else, then that is your decision that we're looking at. If you're not dealing with anyone else, then you yourself are showing up again in this second row, this second position, because you're dealing with you, right? And if you're just dealing with yourself and you're needing a break, or, you know, feeling like a break is just upon you, like you're just taking one, whether you assessed that or not, it just has happened. You've just dropped your bundle of sticks, dropped your responsibilities, and you can't handle it right now. And then it's you that has this decision to make. You've got this option to go ahead toward your happy, comfortable home and family life right now. And that is the path that you're on, that you're headed there eventually at some point. Or, you know, you could go ahead and take off and do that take flight thing that we talked about instead. Now, that's not to say that you can't do that first and then build your grounded, comfortable, happy home. If you feel like you need a vacay first, you need to go visit an old friend first, or just get away on your own, just get away from that town, from that person, then I have the feeling that this stable, comfortable, happy home will be waiting for you, whether or not there's actually a person, a partner, a place that waits for you. That, again, that sense of stability and security is also radiating off of this card as well. This is within you. This is in your subconscious. This is beneath the surface. This is what you're not necessarily showing anyone else, but the wealth that you have to offer. I think that's exactly why you can build that stable, comfortable, happy home life. So let's do a couple of clarifiers. Four. We have the Four of Pentacles as well now. So four showing up twice for you now, really, to me, from my perspective. So it looks like for some of you that Aquarian, or again, whomever has left you in a state of despair in the recent past, feeling a little hopeless, or at least feeling in need of healing. It looks like some of you are trying to hold on to that energy, and some of you are choosing to take flight, take off, away from the stable, comfortable, happy home, so that you can go make this offer of love, basically, to this person from your past. Some of you, not all, but definitely some of you. This is an expression from your heart. So sometimes it's an expression of creativity from your heart, but often an expression of love from your heart. It's a heartfelt expression for sure. This knight, the king, or the Knight of Cups rather, is an energy that has, in this case, has determined the difference between his emotions and his feelings, right? So this is someone who knows the difference between the rush of emotions and hormones that captivate a lot of us and make us think that is how we feel towards someone, and they know the difference between that and their more well thought out feelings that develop over time. I'm sorry, that was so hard to spit out. But you have a knight, clarifying a knight. So this energy that is, and I'm not telling you not to take off. I'm not telling you not to go visit this person or not to make your offer if that's what you're doing. You know, that's for you to decide. But this energy, this what I mean to say is the reading is not necessarily telling you not to do it, but it is saying that this energy that's making you want to maybe alienate yourself, but get away, and maybe toward this, likely someone with an Aquarian placement at least, is a little immature still, right? It's a little immature still. We've got a Knight clarifying a Knight. You know what you want. You're well on your way. There's a stable king beneath the surface in your inner world, in you. Maybe some of you do have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in your moon or your ascendant, or something that resonates with that. And yes, I do think in this instance, the Knight of Cups is showing up as someone who has determined the difference between those emotions and those feelings. But you're a little bit conflicted. One Knight is facing toward the past, one Knight is facing toward the future. You're a little conflicted. This very well may be your choice that we see here, because it's like a lot of you aren't dealing with anyone because you needed a break from everyone. And you're choosing between this current energy that you feel, let's get away, maybe let's take off towards someone from our past and make this offer to them, or do we make this offer to our future and possibly someone that we could have a future with? This genuine expression from your heart that could be, just like I said, a creative expression toward a creative endeavor. Some of you may be choosing between, do I go back and make an offer to someone from my past, or do I make an offer to my own future by using that energy and that love and channeling it into a work of art, or any work of yours that you feel is could be a creative expression, or that I could see as a creative expression, even, really is the case here. And like I said, there is this conflict because you've got these two Knights and they're headed in different directions here, and I think that's why you've got this Four of Swords, solemn meditation, contemplating on your own, literally alone, without the influence of others. Now that doesn't mean that you have to alienate yourself, that you have to take off in order to get that solitude, right? Not necessarily, but you do need to, I think, get it in some fashion, because it's part of your healing process. We've got the Star card reversed, and then we've got the Three of Swords reversed, which says the only way out is through. So some of you may be trying to go back towards someone that you need to heal from, and the way forward is to heal from them. And you're having a difficult time, and you're choosing, or thinking about choosing, going back instead. And then a third Knight and the Lover's card reversed. And then a third healing card. Healing at last, relief at last. And the Two of Cups is reversed as well. And on the bottom of the clarifier deck, independence. And showing gratitude for all that you are able to achieve, all the abundance you are able to know and gather on your own, for yourself. And it comes with this peace. Fights ending, ego drama ending. So if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. This decision, if it's yours, it belongs to each and every one of you individually. These choices are yours. This is just the path that I see that you're on now. And whether or not you want to stay on that path or alter that path, edit that path is absolutely up to each and every one of you. This reading is indicating that some of you, the overwhelming message is for those of you who are contemplating going backwards where you should go forward. And I can't deny the physical confirmation as I'm speaking the end of this to you. It's not for every single one of you. The choice is for every single one of you. The message is can't be for every single one of you. But what's coming through is wanting to encourage a lot of Sagittarians to move forward and to move through instead of going back and making an offer to someone who put you in a state of despair. Now, I know that you're wanting very much to hold on to that person or something about something about their energy, something about that partnership, right? Or you're wanting to go back and feel validated because they, you know, the bond's been broken, the trust has been broken, the loyalty has been broken. For some of you, it's just in question because, you know, there is still this option to go make an offer to them. But see, so what I was saying earlier about the Four of Wands was that I feel like this picture, this stability, this comfort, this comfortable, happy home and family life will be there waiting for you, even if you do decide to take flight and take off, right? Because that's within you, the ability to create that picture, to build it. It has to be built, but that ability is within you. So in that way, it will always be waiting for you anywhere, with whatever partner you choose that's worthy, because you have that stability. You possess that skill set to build and defend and maintain that picture, right? That energy. What's advised here is to go within. Again, to do this meditation and contemplation on your own, by yourself, uninfluenced by anyone else. Not this person from the past, not any potential partner in the present or future, but just totally alone. And in that space, to show gratitude for how you have made it through the battles that you've been through, the despair that you've been through in the recent past, what you have left, right? The way that a soldier would after battle. Showing gratitude for being alive and noting that some people do not make it through what you just went through. Some pieces and parts of people don't make it out through that type of a heartbreak. But so much of you has this ability to build this comfortable, stable, happy home and family life. It's there. And so you're showing gratitude for that, helping you make it through in that space. And you're showing gratitude for all that you have left after this heartbreak, this split. In that space, when you sit with the weight of what you've gone through, maybe for some of you, the weight of whatever this other person has done. Yeah. For some of you, it's the weight. A lot of you, the message is for those of you, it's the weight of what this person has done. Again, if it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. But for a lot of you, you're sitting with the weight of what they've done, and that will help you make this decision. Now, what I was saying was just the way that happy, stable, comfortable home and family life will be there waiting for you because of what you possess inside you. If this person is meant to be with you, is meant to be yours, then they will be waiting for you too. Right? I just really quickly want one clarifier on each of our future cards. And your decision. Yeah, okay, so the Nine of Pentacles shows up again. This is in your stable, happy, comfortable home and family life. So I feel like the message is for those of you who need to move through that heartbreak, who need to honor how difficult it was to make it past the split and move forward instead of backwards, whatever that means for you. I really see moving backwards as going back to this person and making an offer. After what you've been through, should you be the one getting the offer instead of giving it? If you all are to proceed forward together, if you all are to have this happy, stable, comfortable home life together, because if it has resonated, it looks like it's one you're building alone for now, honestly. Independently, with again, your financial independence, but your wealth in every way. This, again, this is a healing that cannot be rushed. You may need to continue healing for quite a while because, solemn contemplation and meditation, continuing to heal, another night reversed. So 12, 12, 12 may be particularly significant as well. I don't know. The Lover's card reversed. So if, I get the feeling here, if you try to rush this healing, if you do try to rush the healing and you try to rush into something new or back in with this person from your past, it will probably result in another split and then more healing and then another split card, right? And then I see you standing on your own again. I see another 2 in reverse, another Knight in reverse. But yeah, I'll get you one here as well. So, okay, here it's going, the tests continue. If you make the right decision here, and no one can tell you what the right decision is, if you make the decision to progress forward, to move through this heartbreak and onto your independence and onto the type of home that makes you feel safe and happy, even if that's alone, there is a good chance that if you don't do what this other person might be expecting you to do by going back to them and making an offer, that, like I said, you may see them coming back then for you instead in the future. Again, could be by the end of the month, it could be going into next year, and you'll have to yet again make the decision to do what's best for you and walk away from what's no longer serving you, from what's no longer meant for you, from lower level things to higher callings, from what may have been an addiction or just anything unhealthy, possibly something toxic. I don't see the Devil card showing up for us, but we'll get one more clarifier on the decision here. Let's get a little more information on that decision. No? Ace of Cups in reverse, which can stand for unrequited love. It can represent false love, just a lack of openness, right? An unwillingness to share openly, perhaps. It can represent someone who's afraid to let love in. Yeah, like I said, unrequited, false love. And I think that's what we're looking at. Like I said, you part of you, Sagittarius, wants to. 99 may be particularly significant. Yet another 9. 9 of Cups. Part of you is wanting to go back and make this offer and see if you can make this partnership work because you want to know that the love was real. You want to know that they felt the same way about you. But that's you using your resources, your wealth, mind, body, and spirit, all that you have to offer, to try to validate a love that may not have been what you thought it was, what you hoped it was. I'm not saying that your love for them wasn't as true and as pure as you wanted, but with this on the clarifier, it's like the reason that you have this decision between your past and your future is because of an unrequited or false love, or someone's unwillingness to open up and share intensely with the other. Maybe that was the problem. And maybe that's why you want to go back and feel and validate the love, validate the relationship, validate the connection in some way, because you're thinking, gosh, if I could have just gotten him to open up to me, if I could have just gotten him to share with me. But see, if you're the one coming in and making this offer from your heart, this offer of love, expressing this emotion, these feelings, then again, how will you know? That's still you opening up to them. If it was them that needed to open up to you, then that, you know, that's why I asked that question. That is this an offer that needs to be coming from them instead? And I think if you make the decision to move forward, I think there's a good chance that many of you will see that offer, but by the time you do, you'll be well aware that it's not worth giving up your happy, stable home for, that you instead want to defend that and like I said, walk away from what's not meant for you. Just to repeat myself one more time, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know, don't get upset. Don't, you know, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. And of course, this decision is yours. This channel is about choices. This channel is about illuminating the path that you're on so that you can see more clearly how to create the future that you want, not to box you into anything that's determined in a way that can't change. Of course, free will can and will and does change the paths that we are on, and we can only see the path that someone is on currently. So we will leave it at that, Sag, since we are more than a half an hour in. I hope it helped. I hope it offered you something that you didn't have when you came to the reading, gave you some insight or just something. Thank you so much for just checking it out again. And I do appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the shares, the comments, the emails, the messages, all of it. I love you all and I appreciate it so much. And I love hearing how the reading resonated. So, you know, if you feel like sharing openly, if you feel like letting me know, I'd love to hear. If it did resonate, I'd love to hear. And a special thank you to those of you who donate and purchase readings. It's so appreciated. It's keeping Lunartics Tarot going. And I appreciate each and every one of our energy exchanges here. If you would like a private reading, just scroll down to the description. All the information's there. LunarticksTarot@gmail.com is the email. And otherwise, I love you very much. Again, please do make wise choices moving forward that take care of you, Sagittarius. And I'll post another tarot fix for you very soon.